Hey guys, it's Mercedes, also known as That Mom here on the internet, and today we are back with our January bullet journal video. In true That Mom fashion, I am very late with this video upload, but and a little progress made. This whole spread was done before January, so small win, but I'm still working on my timing and everything. I have been posting a little bit more to Instagram while I've been trying to learn this computer editing software. This is my brand new laptop that I got for Christmas. So yeah, I'm still learning everything on it. So, okay, what are we doing? This is our January spread. And like I said, no, I didn't say it yet. I'm sorry, guys. In typical, also, That Mom fashion, this is like the 6th voiceover I've done for you guys, so I'm trying to keep stuff straight in my head. So this is January, and I'm trying to do a general winter theme. I kind of was looking for inspiration with my old themes and other creators' themes, and I kind of landed on this. This is kind of similar to a spread I've done in the past, but that one was frozen, and so this one is just general winter. I decided to put these really simple little snowflakes again. I think I've been making these snowflakes most of my life, these little stars. So, I mean, you could do them any way you'd like. You can add more, you can add less. And so that's what we're doing right now, is just a simple little bit. I decided to try my hand at drop shadows, and you guys can see that it worked out a little bit better on the one snowflake than it did on the other one, because I decided to just go ahead and outline on that second one. Kind of make it a little bit easier to cover up my mistake. But that was our opening page, very simple. I was under a time crunch doing this because I really wanted this done before January started. And then my girls were getting sick, and so I also got sick at the beginning of January as well, so that's another reason why this video is so late. But my calendar squares here, as you can see on the screen, are 6 by 6. This general calendar style I think is my favorite. It's the one I use the most, and I like my floating boxes that I was doing last year a lot, but when it comes to time and speed, these boxes are definitely easier. For the most part, you don't even have to do like how I'm doing and omitting the days that aren't there on the calendar. I just like doing that. I think it helps me with my space on my page a little bit more, because sometimes I have a ton of notes that I try to cram in the open spaces on these pages. That's another reason why I don't, I guess, go super elaborate with my spreads, is other than the time, I do end up using the open spaces a lot in my setups. So this, I don't know what we call these little things, these little day marker spaces. I do this basically the same way, I think, in most of my spreads, is I like doing these alternating with the main colors of the spread. I think it looks nice, and I like putting my numbers in it, and I feel like it works for me. And you don't have to do it like that. It's, you know, it's how it works for me, and whatever works for you is how you want to do it too. But this, like I said, works for me. And we are also going to put in our moon phase key, and I will let you guys know the moons. The 6th is a full moon that already passed, and it was gorgeous. The 14th, which is tomorrow, is the last quarter moon. The 21st is a new moon, and then the 28th is a first quarter moon. I'm pretty sure that one of my 2 moon guides either had it backwards with the way that the key is done, but I made sure to put the actual moon and then put my key down, just in case mine is a little bit backwards. Those are the ones for my key. Hopefully they're not backwards, but you know, it's fine. At this point, it's too late for my journal. I mean, I could probably change it, but then my big key would be kind of messed up, but I hope it's right. Okay, and then my quote on this page is, I put a quote on this page. It was a last minute decision, and it just says, "This will be the best year." And that is what I've been telling everybody everybody who has said something about, oh yeah, 2023, it's going to be the same as 2022. And I'm like, no, it's going to be the best year we've had yet. And if anybody decides to tell you otherwise, just tell them it's going to be the best year, you know, let them know that you are fully aware this is your best year. And that's just what I've been telling a lot of people. So here we are at our YouTube log. You guys know these YouTube logs for me are great, and I end up putting a ton of information on them. Again, you know, sometimes they're like a bingo board because sometimes the videos that I put on there never get made, but sometimes the videos I do get put on there do get made. And this video got ticked off already on my January bingo board of YouTube videos. My garden log over here. At this point in time, I absolutely adore my garden log as well. And this is definitely a permanent fixture at this point in time in my bullet journals. I've seen some master garden logs and stuff, and I think at some point maybe I will upgrade to one of those, but at this point in time, I like these smaller monthly logs and get to do everything, you know, as it comes in the months. I do try to pre-plan a little bit with my garden log, and at this point I'm just scribbling them onto my year log, my big yearly overview, which today we were out in the garden actually pulling some weeds and trying to get the soil ready for some new planting that we're going to do very, very, very soon. We're using those same colors of that green, blue, and dark blue. Okay, so these pages, I have been having so much fun with these pages. You guys saw me in the last video for December set these up. So my habit log is 31 days by 13 habits is what that little thing has popped up here. So yeah, I should say that this is the habit log. And you guys saw me set one up in December, like I said, and I'm going to actually show you guys a little bit of that almost completed log at this point in filming this video. But I will tell you that I was really bad with my habit logs last year. And for some reason, this habit log, and on the next page, there's also an energy log. But since having these two logs in particular, like this, oh, pen switch out. Sorry, I have failed to mention. I switched out my pen from the Mildliner to this Pilot G2 pen because my Mildliner was giving me a headache. So, but this is a really nice black ink. Okay, back to what I was saying about my habit log is I don't know what about this style actually makes me want to fill it out and see it complete. It's like that year in pixels log, and my year in pixels log is very shoddy at this point. Because I will sometimes forget to log that, and I will log my habit and my energy log and not my year in pixels. But I should be doing that because my year in pixels is my mood tracker, of which I don't have a mini mood tracker in my monthly spreads. I mean, I could possibly put a mini mood tracker into my monthly spreads. At this point, I just don't need one in my monthly stuff because of the year in pixels. Although, if I am getting much better with these logs, I might end up making a space for my moods on these logs as the logs progress, because I already feel like this could be a 2-page spread for sure for just like one of these two logs. They work out very well, and I've been able to take a really good inventory, like you can see here, mostly completed at this point in time. And it looks so pretty when it's all nice and completed or mostly completed. But it helps me take more accountability as well. I know it sounds weird, but like my ADHD brain actually really, really enjoys this log. I don't know what else I can say about it because I just kind of keep going in a circle of the same pros and the same cons. But yeah, so I will keep this in my journal probably for the next couple spreads at least, and let's see where it goes, because if this is a permanent fixture, I'm not mad about that at all. I might try to tweak this energy log page though to make that a little bit more better, because you guys can see it's kind of giving me a headache. It's kind of giving you probably a headache as well looking at it because of all the little mini squares. At some point in time, I do want to get a spiral decks, and so okay, so that's what it looks like, all nice and done up, but not filled in, but done up. But at this point in time, I can't get a spiral decks because that's just a extra that I just don't need at the moment, and I can't afford at the moment. But maybe very soon I will be able to either need it or afford it, whichever comes first. These pages right here, this is my general notes page and my school notes page. And last month in December, I did put a specific page for school notes, and it worked very well in my favor. I didn't really pre-measure this page. That's why you're seeing me kind of counting here. I just threw in four brackets for 4 of the weeks, because this month will not have all of my weeks in there. So all of my 5 weeks of my program in there. So I just put the weeks that are needed for the program in there. Where are we at now? We are at our weekly log now. It's been so long since I've done a voiceover. I've totally forgotten how to do one. So I apologize. But here is our weekly logs. And okay, so it started out as one of those really cool inspiration pages, and then I tweaked it to fit what I needed, because you guys know your bullet journal is yours, and you get to put what you need in there and how you need it in there. So I already got all of those measurements all pop up onto the boxes, but for our Sunday through Saturday boxes, I want to say those are 7 down, and the same size as the calendar squares. So there's enough space in there. And then the top log area, I want to say that popped up that it was 10 squares down. And then I have the mini logs. Like right now I am doing the meal log, which says it is 4 by 7 squares. And then up on top, there are some more little mini trackers, which, like I was saying about the mini mood trackers for the month, maybe, but at this point in time, we're trying some mini trackers. So I have my reading log up there. I have my no spend log up there. I have my steps, which just kind of, I can put in my general steps because my phone tracks my steps for me. But I can put it in here to kind of watch it and watch the trends. And the first log was going to be a water log, but I think I put water somewhere else and decided I didn't want it in here twice. So it ended up becoming like a no junk food log. And at some point here, I'll end up going back and writing that in, but it ends up becoming a no junk food log. And so these logs that I have up here, like you can see, I just have a really simple Sunday through Saturday log up there and enough space to put what I need in there. Future versions of this, that no junk food log will probably be a lot smaller, and it will not have those numbers underneath it if I keep it in here. My reading log is for my school books and everything, so that's why I have my page numbers down and checked off whether or not I actually did it, because I'm really bad about reading my books at this point in time, guys. If any of my classmates are listening to this is why I'm always like, what page is that? I'm really horrible at reading my books. My ADHD is just, it will not let me some days read. But that's okay, because we're getting over it. We're doing what we can and making do how we can. So, you know what? It's everybody is their own, and this is how I'm doing it right now. And yes, if I can find an audiobook instead of a reading book these days, I will take the audiobook over the reading book, but some of the books just aren't available in audio version. Unless somebody out there listening knows how I can get non-audiobooks as an audiobook, let me know. I've been reading out loud to myself, just because that's what I have to do. So I'm putting all the rest of the color on this page, and it's the same to light blue and dark blue. And I really like how they came out. I ended up doing them just like that for all the rest of the weeks, except for the last week, which I will show you here in a second, because the last week, it only has 3 days in it. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So I went very simple, and I still did a couple of the little mini logs, but not every single mini log. And I only put 3 days on here. So I really did tweak this last week to fit the overall of the weeks and everything. So it just had 3 days. And that works just fine because it's just Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then the mini logs on this page, let me let you know what they end up becoming, because that kind of goes a little fast, is just my reading, my steps, my no spend, which at some point I think I did add in. And oh no, you did see me set up an initial no spend in the beginning. I just didn't mention it. And then my don't eat junk food, and yeah, that stuff too. So while we're still sketching those, let me let you guys know about the next page, which my next page will be my mini Book of Shadows page. And let me let you guys know how well this has worked for me since having them in. I know I've been doing them maybe since the beginning of this journal, so since November. And really, if there's any notes that I have, I tend to put them down on that page and just kind of go from there, because I've traditionally been a person to just kind of wait and put them in on like a special occasion that I'm in my Book of Shadows. But there's sometimes a lot of information that I have, and sometimes I have them written down on like really random little pieces of paper or in my my notes on my phone, my notes app. So having this in my, I mean, don't get me wrong, I did put them in my bullet journal before. It's just they weren't on a special page, and so they got kind of mixed up as well. But having a page for them has been so good. Like right now in my Book of Shadows, in my little page right here, it says what I did for the new year. It says what I did for like upkeep of other things that I've done around the house, and for, you know, for special things and everything. And then I also, in December, I had my shopping list for my Yule stuff. And I think in November, I put like pre-planning for Yule so that I had some extra time and some extra stuff that I could, you know, see and do, and was able to utilize it it well. So it works great for me. I give it a 10 out of 10 right now, and I really hope that it's a permanent fixture and the beginning of more witchy related spreads. If any of you guys out there have enjoyed some of these witchy related spreads, I'm getting more and more adventurous with my spreads and more adventurous with my information and stuff. So here is our flip through, but I also added my reflections page, which now has my reflections and moving forward, which is just looking ahead to the next month. Here's our flip through. And so at this point in time, I will say thank you so much for joining me with this video. I know it's been kind of, you know, hectic in between uploads, but you know, life gets us. But like I said, 2023 is going to be the best year for all of us, friends. 2023 is our year. Don't let anybody else tell you any differently, just like I said. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit like if you have not yet, and please hit the subscribe button. Also, I have 58 beautiful subscribers. Thank you all for being here, but come on and let's get added to that. Let's come on and have a wonderful family. Since I am that mom, let's have you all be like our family, like my family, and hopefully we'll all be here together, and I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully that video will be much sooner. But thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend coming up, and thanks. Bye.